that's enough gabbing and chatting. Let's start getting into it. We're going to start off with our armor up warm up. So I want you to go ahead and find yourself in a nice, good standing position. Maybe if you're standing, if you're seated, just get nice and comfortable. You're going to place your hands on your lower dantian. That's that spot right below your belly button. You're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice and relaxing. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank you for joining me today. Let's have some fun. First part of the arm up, we're going to do Goliath hugs. You're going to reach out, arms open nice and wide. Exhale, round and squeeze. Really thinking about the spine here. We're opening up and we're closing. Let's get 3 more of those. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Now we're in a new one. We're going sideways. So you're going to inhale, reach up, stretching across the side. Exhale, pull it down. Inhale. Maybe you're just doing a little bit. Maybe you're just crunching. Exhale. We're just moving that spine sideways. Inhale, exhale, pull. Inhale, stretch that whole side. Exhale. One more. Each side. Inhale. Exhale. All right. From there, shoulder rolls. Shoulder rolls back. Today, let's go both sides at the same time. So shoulders go up, back, and down. Just a couple more. Up, back, down. Really grind out the rust of that shoulders and stress. Now, arms get bent and we pull the elbows back, almost like you're crawling on your back. We're working through our movements. One more. And now, either arms just out to the side or up above and behind, almost like you're doing like a backstroke, like a backward butterfly. Just really knocking the rust and dust out of those shoulders. Good. And forward now. You know the routine. So shoulders, maybe you pick it up a little bit more. And elbows, crawling. Good. And swims. So again, maybe just out to the side, maybe even nice and low or up and high. Esmeralda, one of my players, this is that shirt I was showing you about. I'm so proud of it. And good. Relax that. Just swing it out. I try to be a dork. So if you're not laughing, you're not having a good time. Or maybe you're just not in the mood. Anywho, into the legs. You got a choice. You're either going to go through the, we're going to do, actually, let's do a march first. March, pull those knees high. If it feels good, you can grab it and pull it into a deeper stretch. Otherwise, just march it out. Good. Get 2 more, actually. Solid. From there, we're going to, you're either going to march it with like a butt kick, or you're going to do kind of the next level, grab it, stretch it back. In fact, there's an in between. If you're feeling here, you can do a kick back. Boom. There is eggs. Sleeping dragon. Bum, bum, bum. Hope you're gonna enjoy it. Hope you stay along, because right now we're just armoring up. Cool. From there, legs wide. Stretch out the inner thighs. Now, if you're like me, this gets real tight from sitting at the computer a lot. So Usually when I first do it, there's a little bit of a, huh, that's a little tight. Don't push it. My players know this, that this is all about just having fun and going on an adventure. So if your body's feeling good, go with it. If something ever starts to talk to you, you're in control. If you feel any pain, burning, numbness, back off. Get dizzy, take a break. It's just here to have some fun and move. Always better to play at a lower difficulty than a higher difficulty than you think. Right, from there, little jog. Maybe you're just marching it out. All right. And now butt kickers, like we're kind of walking through some muddy stuff and we're flicking it off our feet. Now it's like running up stairs or a hill. So it's a little bit like high knees or whatever you want to call it. We're racing up the mountain. And if it feels good, either just calf raises or bunny hops. Hopping from rock to rock. Pop, 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 pop. 3, 2, 1. Good. Hokali dokali. Maybe some last little minute stretches as we swing things out. Cool. Now that armor's on, let's really get into it. I want you to start walking. My players and my new players. About a month ago, you made your way through the mines of doom. You overcame the cult leader Koldaza and escaped from their true form of a giant raven covered in flames. Maybe you start moving differently. We're just keeping warm, keeping moving. Maybe you're just moving the arms. Over that last month, you've traveled with Naois and Tamira as your guide. Naois is a non-binary human who's often just called Noise because he's always gabbing and he's always got something to say about every little situation, even if you're in the middle of a battle. Tamira, a tiefling female, sorceress. She is the example of studious pose. While she got her powers and her magic through other means, she definitely hits the book. She knows what to do and do it by the book and is always calm and collected. Good contrast. They have led you your way. Maybe we're stepping down. Maybe we're moving through the woods as we come through. We've been traveling, pushing through brush, over mountains, under tree canopies full of creatures. Maybe you've had some battles along the way, but now you are finally at your destination of Simi-Adofo, training ground for adventurers, heroes, and, well, people just want to have fun. And as you come through the woods, you come upon a clearing, and there is a massive roundish clearing with large trees, mountains in the distance. But in the center of this clearing is a small, semi-small, but formidable hill that rises up. And around that hill is a city with 3 walls. You can see as it works its way up towards the top of this little roundish mound. And as you start to follow the road and head, you can see a stream that runs by off to the right of us. That's west of us. And as we look and we get closer, we see 2 figures battling hardcore to right in front of the front gates. As there is semi-rubble around, it looks like maybe there's actually another wall being built in process. But these 2 figures are going at it hardcore. So I want you to, maybe you're mimicking, maybe you're running up to see what's going on. You think there's a fight and you want to get involved. Whatever you're doing, or you can just take it nice and easy. You see these 2 creatures. One, a wolfkin, swinging a large greatsword with, it looks like almost more ease than they should have for a weapon so large, but quick, fast dodge underneath. Their foe, a giant Tauran Minotaur-looking creature with a huge log that has gems in it, and every time they slam it down, a blast of magic happens around them. So we're coming up. Naois and Tamira are jogging up, but they don't seem worried. They seem excited. And as you get closer, you realize that these two are combating. None of them are going for killing blows. Maybe they're just dueling. And as you see the Tauren, a skirt of bronze and silver flashes around them. It's a female. She is bare-chested and proud of it, slamming that thing down with ease and big moves. As you come up, you are greeted. Naois and Tamira throw a salute as they are returned by them. You come, Naois, Tamira, welcome back, and I see you've brought some friends. The Wolfkin says to you. The Tauren Minotaur stands up, picks up their large log, locks it on their side, and looks at you all, brings you in, and gives you a big warm smile. Naois and Tamira are excited. They go up, they greet, and they go, yes, we completed our mission into the mine, and we were able to thwart the cult leader there, or whatever was going on there. Naois is a little just frazzled and stuff. But these people, these adventurers joined us and helped us. If it wasn't for them, we couldn't have done it. The Wolfkin looks you over, sniffs in the air, and bows and thanks you a little. Well, we're glad that you've joined us, or at least you've come this far, and I assume that you want to join us. And just as he starts to reach out to usher you in, he stops, freezes, sniffs the air. So does the Tauren. And immediately they pull their weapons out and look back behind you on the road. You see walking out of the woods 1, 10, 20, 30, hundreds of figures start coming out of the woods as if a whole army has showed up right behind you. Wolfkin looks at you, stares at that, looks past you, stares at them. All right, let's move. Immediately, boom, we all go into trot. So if you're with me, we're going now. Out of story, we're into combat. Roll initiative, as we would say. You're running past the rubble. So to run past this rubble right now, you're going to go step in, out, out. You're dodging rocks at your pace. So maybe that's a nice pace like this as you leap through, or maybe you're flying through. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. You're running. You get to the first gate. You get in through, there's one, you go to the wall, there's one gate, and now there's another gate. 2, 1, you're through the wall. Now we need to close the door. Grab with me, grab the door. Anyways, I take that back. The Wolfkin, armor's up. Maybe you don't have your armor, maybe you got some weapons, maybe you're going unarmed and ready. So if you got weights, you're going to grab them right now. If you don't got weights, you're just going to mime with me. We get behind the door. We need to push that door shut on the inner gate. So you're either doing a push-up or you're just pushing. Ready? We got 6 to go. 3, 2, 1. Push-ups. I'm dropping the legendary. Just 6 to close this door. All right, we close the door. Now we need to lift bars in the way to block it. As we hear the army screaming, running behind us, coming up. We're on the inner door. Ready? 6 lifts, 6 deadlifts. Ready? And 6 of these. Go. We lift it up. Maybe you're lifting all the way. You're getting the low bar on. Maybe you're putting a high bar on. As we start to close the gate, bar it, we hear them slamming against the gate. Ready? One more. Hold. We're going to a plank. Plank. Maybe you're doing a top regular plank. Maybe you're going to the bottom. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that plank. Hold that plank. Oh, that was just to get into position. Hold. As you're holding the door. Bam! Hitting it. Bam! It's getting rocked. 2, 1. Now step out of that plank. Move it out. Join with me. The Wolfkin looks around. So we need to close the portcullis. You run up. Run with me. Run with me. Hi, hello. Let's go up to the guard room. Now we need to drop the portcullis. You're gonna do some pulls. So maybe you're doing rows. Maybe you're doing just standing imaginary rows. Drop them back in. Ready? We're gonna pull the portcullis short. We're gonna trap them in the middle, and we'll have a little death room. Ready? 3, 2, 1, pull. 5, 6. If you did it on one leg, switch to the other side. We're going to close it even more. 3, 2, 1. Let's get 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The portcullis shuts. Now we got them in the trap between our door and our portcullis. Let's drop some rocks on them. Grab squat. We're going to squat level 1. This is how it's going to look. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Reach down. Drop some rocks on them. We're pulling them out. It's not nice, but you know what? You got to do what you got to do to win. At least in this situation. That's 3 for me. You pulling up the rocks. You dropping it through the death holes. Landing on the enemies below. One more. We look down. All right, cool. But right as we look down and we see that we've kind of got those guys doing, Tamira pops up, starts throwing some magic down to knock them out. You hear behind you, onto the wall. Ladders are now coming up. Enemies are jumping up. Enemies of all kinds and races, different guards, all coming on the wall and coming right at you. The Wolfkin reaches out. Now all of a sudden, whatever used to be a greatsword, he has 2 daggers, and he goes running at them. Join with me. We're going to go 5 swings, 5 attacks. If you're with me, you can just do swing, 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 swing. That's 2. Ready? Swing, 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 swing. If you got a kettlebell or something like Thumper, the giant rabbitkin, just doing 5 swings. Go at 2, 1, finish up that. From there, now they're starting to swipe at your feet, so you're going to either step over to dodge, step over to dodge, or if you want to get it, jump to dodge. Maybe squat jump. Ready? They come sliding in with those swords. You're just doing 3, 2, 1, jump, jump, jump. Woo! Maybe you just did little calf raises. You can always make this smaller and easier. You dodge that attack. Oh man! So we've dodged them. Carlock, the Wolfkin, there's his name, just dropped in, boom, knocks the guy out. Let's get the ladders off the wall. Ladders off the wall. We need to shove. Going up to the ladder, you're going to take your hands. You're going to either pop them, kind of like you're punching. Maybe you got a light weight, and you're going to push against it. We got 5 of these. 3, 2, 1. 5 to knock it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ladder falls, crushes some guys down below. Huzzah! Down the way. Another ladder comes. Time to sprint to the next ladder. Oh man, we were going fast in the very beginning. If you need to slow down, take a breath. But keep moving. Right to the next ladder. 3, 2, 1. Man, I had my coffee. We get to the ladder. We're going to repeat that same phase. We're going to swing. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're getting 5 swings, 5 attacks in. Whatever feels good for you. Good. Now we're going to dodge those. Ready? Remember, we got to step over those cuts, or we got to jump. 3, 2, 1. Just 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's give it a little attack to knock them out. Bam! Knocks out that fool. Let's push that ladder off. 3, 2, 1. Push. 2, 3, 4. 2 more. 5, 6. Ladder goes falling. Boom! All of a sudden, ladders. Men or women, all kinds of creatures pouring over the walls. Carla, retreat! You jump down, boom. You jump off the wall, and you can see that everybody's already heading to the next wall. Ready, start jogging, running, sprinting, whatever you need to do, you're moving. All of a sudden, arrows start flying in. So now we're gonna have to move sideways. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Moving sideways. As we are running forward, we're dodging sideways. Maybe you got not a lot of room like me, you're in an alley. Maybe you got tons of room and you're just running the whole field. Keep it up for 5, 4, almost there. 3, 2, 1, good. Finish through it, going through the gate, you pass where the portcullis is gonna drop. You get past the door, we're gonna repeat closing the door. Remember the format, we're going for, this time it's gonna take 8 reps. Slow myself down so you can keep up. We're gonna push that door shut first. 8, your version, normal, heroic, legendary, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We start pushing the door shut. We hear them running. I forget how many I said we're doing, but you do what is good for you. I'm gonna do 8. Pushing that door shut. You feel them, oh, maybe it's getting harder. They're hitting the wall and pushing against you. I'm gonna say 1 more. Good. Door shut. Hold it. We're gonna go for plank right here. Hold it, hold it. Maybe you're up here on the elbows. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hold that door shut. You're holding beside you the Tauren, the Wolfkin. Naois is running around lifting up bars. Good, they got enough bars in it. We can help out. Let's lock this door. Lifts, we're going like deadlift version. Now, lift level 1, deadlift. We're going up to 8 of those. Or you're doing 4 one-legged deadlifts, lift level 2. Players, you have seen this before. Let's get it through. Ready? And go. 1, 2, maybe do the little pull up too as we lift the bar. 3 and 4. Switch sides, switch sides. If you're going on one-sided, stay balanced. Hey, if that's too difficult, you can always put a foot down and do it from a lunge. 3, 4. Good, we got the bars on. Now we need to get that portcullis and get a little killing zone. A little destruction zone? I don't know what to say. Anywho, we run over to the portcullis. Now it's time to pull it shut. Again, you're gonna pull on that winch thing, whatever the word is. Ready? 3, 2, 1, pull. 1, 2, 3. If you got a heavy weight, you might be doing half the reps. You got a big old kettlebell like thumper there, you're only gonna need to do about 8 total. Boom, switch sides. Ready? 3, 2, 1, pull. 2, 3, 4. Boom, portcullis lands shut, trapping him in place. Now, instead of dropping rocks, let's lock him in. Let's lock him in. The guards on the other side, they start dropping the rocks. So we're going to do our squats and we're going to lock the portcullis in because the other side, they've already lifted it and moving it. Doesn't matter, lift it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. You can either do a sumo squat, pull it here. It's one of my favorites. Or you can hold it here the whole time. And if you're crazy, you can push it all the way up. But you know what? Don't need to do that. I'm gonna do 2 more, and then I'm gonna be locked in place. I think that was 2, but I'm gonna do a 3rd one. What? Okay. Portcullis is locked. Guards start attacking those. You can already see ladders hitting the walls. You know what to do. We're coming up and fighting. 3, 2, 1. One of the guards, one of the enemy come running at you. So you're going to dodge, 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 dodge. Now let's swing attack. Swing attack, swing attack, swing attack, swing attack. You got swings and you feel good, keep swinging. You got 2 out to the side, maybe center. If you're used to like kettlebell swings, keep it up for 3, 2, 1. Poof, you knock that fool down. Now let's knock the ladder off. Ready? You can also go up to a wall. 3, 2, 1. Too many options. Push. 4. I want to go fast. Ready? And good. The water. And it crushes, it drops. Rock and roll. But we already got to get moving because the wall is already coming down. Good. Circle up. Carlock stays behind. You all jump down. Krasivi jumps off the wall, just slams down. A shock wave of power. Knocks out the enemy, clearing a path for you. As they've already poured over the walls and are moving through the streets, you now see that there are homes everywhere being ransacked and raided. You go running because you got to keep up. We're already headed to the next wall. That's wall 1, wall 2 down. We got 1 left, 1 wall left. Ready? Running to the next wall and go. Maybe you're doing a little bit of dodging. Maybe there's arrows coming at you. Maybe you're just full on going. Keep it up, keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no, now the arrows are coming, so we got to do that side strafe movement. Ready, and go. Dodge. You're running through the streets. You see banners, you see all signs of life, but you can barely take it in just in your peripheries as you are sprinting. And a guy jumps out of the side. Duck. Duck attack. Duck attack. Stab him. Stab him. Stab him. Slice him. Slice him. Slice him. Knock him out of the way. Boosh. Keep running. All right. Now we need to move. We got really treacherous ground as cannonballs are starting to fly over us. Weapons, airborne, magic. I don't know what it is, but it's blowing up the ground. So to get past this, we're going to have to karaoke. Dance it out. Maybe you're going nice and you're in slow-mo. Boom, bop, boom, bop. Or you're moving fast. Whatever your speed is, you're going at. It's your difficulty. 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. If you've already started, if you haven't started, get up. Move, 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 move. Carla looks back. Keep up! I mean, you look back because Carla's behind you. Krasivi is leading the Tor and Minotaur with her log. She flips up in the air again. Slams down, knocks an shockwave back, clearing a path. We run through the last walls, the last double gate. Keep it up, keep it up. All right, we're through. Let's close this door. Pushing, pushing, pushing level 1. 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, just do as much as you feel good. I think I'm gonna go for 10. I think I got 10 in me. Honestly, I've already lost count, so just keep pushing. I'm gonna do 5. We've shut the doors. You hear magical through the door, locking it in place. You were so busy before you didn't even hear it. But now the door glows as a magical barrier. You look behind you and you see an older, maybe dragonborn druid emanating magic around them, surrounded. Children and teenagers of all sorts were already ready with weapons to defend the elders that are behind them. You're at the last line of defense. Let's lock it in place. Ready? As the enemy rushes against the wall, rush against the door. 8 lift, maybe 10 lift. Ready and go. 1. Lock the doors. 2, 3, 4. Your pace, your breath. If you start to get dizzy, you step out of the fight. There's plenty of us here. Work as a team. This ain't Halo. You ain't soloing. 2, 1. Locked in place. Now, let's drop that portcullis on them. Ready? Pulling, pulling. 3. Catch breath. 2, 1. Nice, good form. If we're going too fast, you slow yourself down. You can always be fighting in slow-mo. To me, slow-mo means you just got more magic going. If you're going hot and fast, you're just a barbarian. It's cool. Maybe you raged. 2, 1. Portcullis is now pulled into place. Let's lock it in place with those squats. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Squat. Pick up a rock. Lock it in place. Let's do 5 locks, and then we'll do 5 drops. So we're going to just pick it up here. Lock it. Lock it. One more. Lock it. Now, squat level 2 if you want. You're going to lunge, reverse back, pick up a rock, step forward, drop it. Or you're doing the same thing with squat level 1. Whatever is your difficulty, if you're doing one-sided lunges, you switch to the other side, pick up that rock. You hear the screams, but they don't seem to be of agony, only anger and hatred and malice. As you drop the last one, a guard knocks you from behind. You turn and see that it's not a guard, it's one of the enemies that I keep calling guards. Okay, they come rushing at you, they push you against the wall. Poof. You've got to hold them in a plank away from you as they try to swipe at your belly. So that's a tall plank. Maybe you're doing here, maybe you're against the wall. They're pushing against you. 3, 2, 1, hold. Maybe you go wide. You're going to either do this same plank or you're going to step your feet wide, put one hand down, reach out, grab a rock, boom, knock him in the head. Reach out, find something, a candlestick maybe, bam, in the billiard room. Reach out, grab something from your pocket. Oh, I got some money. Some coppers in your face. Other side, reach back. You find a dagger, or maybe you got a hidden weapon. Boom, in the neck. Oh. If the enemy falls, we get to move because there are ladders hitting this wall hard. Little ladders, but they are tall and fast. Let's fight off. Let's at least get one ladder down. Ready? 3, 2, 1. We're going in for those swings. 5 to 7 swings. Maybe you're doing like the kettlebell swings. Maybe you're doing just fight punches. Whatever feels good. 3, 2. You're probably done by now, but that's cool. 1. Now, let's take him out. We're going to high knee him in the face. Maybe you reach up, grab a head. Boom. 2, 3. If that doesn't feel good, maybe you're just doing the low one. Bam. Knee in the gut. Knee in the groin. I don't know what type of creature you're hitting. If that's in your imagination. Ready. If you've done it, we're going to do an extra round. 3, 2, 1. Grab the head. Boom. Grab the head. Boom. I'm staying on the same foot for 2 more. Boom. And boom. Knee him in the face. Let's finish him off. Grab him in the head. Grab him in the head. Ready. Urumas. Drops. Knocked out. Let's push this ladder off. Ready. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to turn the other side because I got them coming on my other side. Ready. And. Ladder is falling. But they're pouring over. Now, all of a sudden, you see flying demons coming in. Duck underneath. Watch out as they come in to scrape your head. You look out and you just see crawling all over. There's creatures of all kinds running through the streets crawling. You look over, you see Crucivi staring them down like nothing. You look over to your right or your left, whatever side this is for you, and you see that the wolfkin is staring down. And you see gold fire start to emanate around them. Off the wall! We need to jump down off the wall. So maybe you're just running down. Maybe you're jumping down. 3, 2, 1. We hit the bottom of the wall. Now we're slowing down time as we all group up. We rush over to that druid, that dragonborn, who's now created a little shield wall. And by little, I mean big enough to hold at least 50, 60 people. Tamira throws out her arm. magical spells, magical shields get thrown up all around us as the enemy wave hits on us. Karlak gathers himself, looks to Kasivi, looks to all the new recruits, the old recruits, everyone. Gives you a shield, pincer move. They all immediately form animation. Karlak at the front. His daggers disappear, but his hands start to glow gold and fire. All those, the Minotaur, Kasivi, Naois, Tamira, all of them, you start to gain a little bit of electrical charge. Blessings are cast all around us. We all gain power. Kasivi lets out a big war howl. And immediately lights on flames, golden flame. Kasivi bursts into fire. Immediately all superpowers of every video game you've ever imagined. All around with Karlak in front in a pincer movement. Out! Now! Immediately, we all start running. We're going into combat. Tabata combat. 20 seconds of fighting, 10 seconds of shield. Karlak calls us out. 20 seconds of fighting, pushing, 10 seconds of shield. 3, 2, 1, fight. If you're with me, maybe you're doing unarmed. Pop, pop. Maybe you're doing fights. If you're very new, you can just stay here and be real nice and light. Protect. If you've been with me before, let it out. 2, 1, hold. Deep squat. As we all concentrate like a shield can put together for 3, 2, 1. Bash shield. Fight forward. Keep fighting. You see gold blast come arching off Karlak. Kasivi with the Minotaur. Everybody's fighting. 3, 2, 1. Squat shield. Calm your breath. Regain control. 3, 2, 1. Push. Bash shield. It knocks him back as we fight through. Now we've made it through to the first wall. We are carving our way through the gate. Some of us are starting to go up onto the walls. Spellcasters are up there casting down, clearing the way. As us melee people, our close range, are fighting through. We burst through the gate and the broken portcullis. And now we are clearing the way past the first wall for 3, 2, 1. Shield up! Maybe you go into a lunge. They batter against our magic, but when we are together, we are unstoppable. 3, 2, 1. Open! Fight. If you feel comfortable, you can free flow fight. And that also means that maybe you're in magic, you are in flow. Slow as you drop spells like there's no tomorrow. And like you're in complete and utter control for 2, 1. Shield up! 3, 2, 1. We've blown through the second gate. Now we're past the second wall. Back to working our way through the streets of the first, towards the first wall. Keep it up. If you got specials, drop them. 3, 2, 1. Maybe you're in a squat. Maybe you're in a lunge. Whatever you're doing, you're calming yourself down. You're concentrating on the spells. 3, 2. Karlak gets a big, happy smile. We start fighting through. Now we're going blast through that first gate. It seems like the power around us on all the masters have just doubled and exploded. They're still shooting stuff down, but it can't touch us. Fight! Fight! We blast through the wall. We form up, forming an arc. Shield around the walls, around the city. The enemy is starting to back up. They know they're in trouble. Final stretch. With me, on your own, you do it. 3, 2, 1. 2 more blasts. You got 2 more rounds and we'll clear this clearing, send it back into the woods. However feels good. Release your inner Star Wars kid. Maybe got some kicks in there. God, don't kick your TV though. 3, 2, 1, final shield. And now you're gonna march it. The thunder of 1,000 warriors starts to emanate from just 100. Voices and spirits seem to be joining us. 3, 2, 1, finish. Now, I want you to focus on strong attacks. We're not going fast and hard. You're dropping magic. Fight. Every swipe takes out 4 foes. Hit the ground. We are fighting for our home. We are fighting for our lives. And with together. They all gather up, breathe in. Power starts to emanate, pulling in. They all gather up, a giant shockwave of energy of magic. And the fire of 1,000 suns burns forward and knocks out any of those who were not before the force. And you realize that this clearing was made in possibly a similar math fashion. Go ahead, breathe. You notice that the masters are all still in ready stance, calm, collected, catching their breath, but ready. You look around, you see many foes and some allies who have fallen behind us, but much more on their side than ours. Karluk looks at you and says, way to keep up. You've rightly earned your spot here. Thank you. This is our home, and it is yours if you wanted to. Report! Kursivi, Naois, Tamira come running in. They start conferring. I want you disarm. You see, if there's any stragglers, they're running through the woods. They're done. Battle's over. Start de-armoring, catching your breath. Start checking yourself, as we call it, armoring down, checking yourself for any wounds, any injuries, anything that you didn't pick up in the heat of battle or didn't realize. So I want you to start basically doing like we did the armor up. You start checking yourself, maybe a little stretching, maybe you're walking, maybe you're getting a drink of water. We went hard and fast. I didn't really give a chance for that. So take care of yourself. Catching your breath. The Wolfkin comes over. Thank you again. My name is Karluk. Naois and Tamira told me that you helped them out, and you have proven yourself here. If you want to be amongst our ranks, you are more than welcome. Right now, we have a few things to think of. First, take care of yourself. Check in. You can see the medic and any other healers back in the camp in the center, or you can make your way about the city and find a place of lodging, or you can stay and help as we rebuild the walls as they've been damaged. Otherwise, for now, thank you. And he gives you a really big, strong salute. You may mimic. Naois and Tamira all also bow to you. As you look about the field, and the battle rage starts to ebb from your skin and your soul, I think we'll call it there. It'll be the end of today's story. So, like I said, get some water, start checking on yourself, making sure that you are good. We went hard and fast today, so we're going to cut it a little short, but we're going to de-armor, we're going to roll out, we're going to head to the med bay to the healers. So if you're one of my players, you know that we're going to use things like foam balls, tennis balls, lacrosse balls, maybe a foam roller. If you don't have any of those things, if you're new and you're just checking this out, you don't need any of that. If you got it, great. What you're gonna do is you're gonna slowly either massage, maybe it's in your shoulders, maybe it's in your chest. For me, I'm really tight from spending a lot of time on the keyboard. So the two big areas that I'm gonna stretch out today are my kind of my chest and arms, especially with all the fighting in front, as well as what's always really tight for me, that's the front, because too much time here. Okay. So what we're going to start off, if you're rolling out, if you got your own wounds and heels to go for, you're going to take care of those, or you can follow me. I'm going to find a wall. We're going to just do a lunging like calf stretch. So I got the wall here to help me support. If you're on like normal difficulty, if you're on heroic, you can go to something lower. If it's comfortable, you can come all the way down to a lunge. But I don't want you to drop into this as hard as possible at first. I want you to just get into your position, whether that's down low or high, and I want you to just easily come in and out. So if I'm standing, I'm like stretching here, pushing through the back of my heel, looking for something in the front of this leg, and then kicking forward in the back of this leg. If you start to cramp, back off. You don't need to do this. I'm just giving suggestions. If your heart's pumping, slow down. Take it easy. And as you start to relax, maybe you find that one is more tight than the other. This is actually a good idea. You grab something, you can put a block to help your hand. Bring the floor to you. Players know that I have talked to them about, my fellowship and apprentice players know that I've talked to them about body work and doing kind of longer holds and stuff. Let's actually X-nay that. We went real hard and fast, so we're going to just keep kind of slowing down. No need to drop into something real deep. Let's save that for our armor repair day, aka rest day. I just want you to take it easy, move in and out. I'm very curious to, after this, I'll be meeting with the apprentice and fellowship players, and I'm really curious to see how y'all did. If you're doing something one-sided, go ahead and switch. As we sit here in the field of battle, and stretch it out, you're starting to see more of the city. And while it's been heavily worked on, you can see that where you're at, as we've headed back into the first wall, this is a city of many cultures, many people. It seems like their self-expression goes all the way to their walls and their houses. From what they hang in the windows to style of roof they have. You see the different creatures moving about the city, fixing it up, checking their homes, clearing their homes of the enemy. Little skirmishes happening here and there, but seems to be almost like a guard or city watch going and helping. They don't look very official. It's nothing fancy. This ain't a fancy place, but they seem uniform enough. As you recall, or as you start to think about it and take it in, the first ring behind the first wall seems to be residential. Maybe some shops here and there, you need stuff. Kind of a mix, mostly residential, but some shops and things. The second ring seems to be more official. Schools. Some training room, yes. Some areas of fighting and arena, small like training areas, but largely school. The intelligence, the wisdom, the charisma area, we could say it. Where we learn things. The place of learned doctorates. And in the center, when you were there, the Dragonborn
Maybe I'm switching to the side. Now, actually, we're gonna go to the chest. So you're gonna find either a doorway, a wall, you're gonna put your hand up. I like to go in a bit of a lunge. We're just looking to open this up. If this feels bad on the shoulder, you can find any variation from outside, which for me, this is actually harder, to up here. And you're just gonna try to open, but you don't want your shoulder to do this. You don't want to do that. You want to keep it down your back. So it's almost like I call it crushing the apples in your armpits. Keep this down. If it comes up like that, no good. Lie down. There you go. And you're just going to look for a little bit of stretch. You can also do this with the arm out. For me, that just gets more on the arm and less up here. I really want to target here. My players know. I keep saying that, but you're all going to know this soon. You're all my players, really. The OPs, the original players know this. I have a kid, and I spend a lot of time holding him like this. And so I have to really try to remember to open up. Same thing on the computer, playing video games, get rounded, nice and tall. Just here, we're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you can, go all in, all out of the nose. Super solid. So anyways, first ring, residential. Second ring, lessons, learning, teaching. Center ring, top, the apex of the hill is barren. Couldn't really see this because of all the people, but it's just kind of like the original hill. Nothing really added to it, nothing to it. But it seems to be, there's even sort of stands, not necessarily stands, but there's spots as maybe you're walking through the city, you're seeing this, maybe you're just remembering now. Let's go ahead and switch sides. That there was places of viewing. Seems to be people watch the center. I'm going to use this wall. Nope, because I want to make sure you can actually hear me. Another way to do this is on the floor, so that's how I'm going to do this last one. Cool. Oh my goodness. You can barely see me, but I'm feeling it. So. Well, players, coming up towards the end. If anyone has any questions, drop it in the chat at any time. Apprentice and fellowship players, we're going to meet up in just a couple minutes. We'll meet up on Zoom to chat about the adventure, to see where we go forward for next week. If you have any questions, please feel free to just send them my way. You can, if you're new, hit me up on Instagram. If you want to make a character, it's the way to go. I called out some of them, but with us today, I know for sure we had Thumper, a rabbit folk, Barbarian, who swings a big spiky ball on a chain, Esmeralda, the sorceress, human, female, who has a mystic, her companion, a unicorn. We've got, Zen couldn't make it today. Who else do we have? Oh, my brain is blanking. I believe we had Delroba. Delroba? Oh, you're gonna get me.
Way to go, heroes. Be sure to like this video once you've completed it and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on an adventure. If you're ready to take your health journey to the next level, it's 2 simple steps. First, join our Discord. You'll get access to exclusive content, be supported by a community of nerds, and gain extra guidance from me on getting healthy. Next, schedule your character creation call. Together, we'll create a hero based on your goals and a roadmap to get you there. It's only 30 minutes, and it'll make a huge difference in your success. Thanks again for playing, and I'll catch you on the next adventure.